Greetings and salutations. It is I, Professor Macabro, accompanied in this very hot day by the ever-lovely Zombie Wesitos. Yes, indeed, envy her, because since she's just bones, she doesn't sweat in this horrible heat that we're going through. And, well, let's just say that Professor Macabro's royal regalia is kind of hot. So I hope the ventilator that I have here is not affecting the audio, but thankfully the microphone that I have plugged into the camera is pretty good at filtering out the audio when I remember to connect it, because I did do an episode where I forgot to do that and you hear all this weird crackling because the camera's pathetic microphone is trying to pick stuff up, and it only picked up the crackling, but the microphone seems to filter stuff out, so good investment right there. But I am here to regale you with part 3 of the epic DVD haul that I've been piling up and added when I met up with that friend that sells DVDs and have a lot to share with you all. So, let's get started. First off, I picked up this one, starring the bed pooper herself, John Carpenter's The Ward. Yes, indeed. Back when everyone wanted a piece of her because she was very, very pretty. And, the stuff. X-Rental, because it has the stickers there. It's a blockbuster release. I can't say that I've ever seen this one. The one that I've been trying to track down starring the bed pooper is, what's the name of that movie? All the Boys Love Mandy Rose, I think is the name of that one. But I've never been able to find a copy of that. But I saw this one, and I saw that I don't own it, so I picked up a copy. And remember the good old times where she was actually good to look at and an enjoyable presence in movies, like she was in Zombieland. Remember her? Yes, indeed. Picked up this one. It says starring Tom Savini, but he might just have been doing the effects, or might just have a cameo like in Children of the Living Dead. But this is Demonic. I like the cover. Big gnarly fang thing there. You don't want to get a BJ by her, let me tell you. But yes, this evil has never been so seductive. Oh my goodness. Is this a Jennifer situation where the chick is clearly a demon, but people want to bang her? I mean, I would not want a BJ from this. No. So, I don't know. I'll have to check this one out and see what's the what. This one, and I hope I'm getting it right, but Horror with Haas did a haul video, and he showcased this movie, and thankfully, I must say, that whenever someone that I follow mentions a movie, and I'm like, that movie is something that I need to track down and I want to get a copy, the DVD gods smile upon me, and I'm able to find that copy. So, after Horror with Haas showcased this movie on his DVD haul videos, I was able to find it. Unfortunately, his copy has a sweet slipcover and mine did not. But starring Miguel Ferrer, Hard Ride to Hell. Unrated. So, yes, super happy to add this one. So thank you, Horror with Haas, for letting me know of this movie starring the epic Miguel Ferrer. And rest in peace, Miguel Ferrer. You are so cool in movies. This one I thought I had. I was dead sure that I had this and its sequel. But again, updating my Excel sheet and looking at the collection, I was like, well, I'll be shoot. I don't have that one or its sequel. So now I gotta track down its sequel because I finally got a copy of Zombie Diaries. And now I need Zombie Diaries too. And I remember Zombie Diaries was everywhere. You would see it at Walmart, Targets, flea markets. I will always come across it, but I'm like, I don't need that. I already own it. And imagine my shock and surprise that I don't have it. Now I have to track it down, and now that I want it, I'm not going to be able to find it. So, Sucks to be me, but I have the Zombie Diaries, the 1. So now I need to track down Zombie Diaries, the 2. Blind Buy, don't know anything about this one, but this is Scare BNB. Another blind buy, and again, I love finding these blind buys because you never know what you're gonna get. And looks like it's a group of people that rent an apartment and they are besieged by a crazy madman. And those movies sometimes are really good when done right. I know this series has its fans, and I am never one to judge what other people like. Lord knows that I like a lot of shit that no one likes. I'm not a particularly big fan of this. I am collecting the movies because they ironically follow the Ernest series. It has a Christmas version. It has a Goes to Jail version. And this one has 2 Halloween versions. Then that's the Madea movies. Because of that, I own Boo! A Madea Halloween because it parallels the Ernest Halloween movie, Scared Stupid. But imagine my shock when I found out that Boo! A Madea Halloween has a sequel. Boo! 2! A Madea Halloween. And it's basically the same movie. Oh my goodness. But this one's still sealed, and it comes with a slipcover. And I just had to own it because I just did it. Not only is it centered around Halloween, which, as you know, is a big thing for me. But again, it has a weird thing with the Ernest movies that, yeah. Picked up this one, Fatal Lessons, The Good Teacher. This is something the great Jay might have reviewed on one of his videos. The title source sounds like it, like The Good Teacher, The Good Substitute, The Bad Substitute, The Bad Teacher. I don't know. This is giving me a lot of the hand that rocks the cradle vibes. Yes, but it has the chick, the big titty chick from Baywatch and Under Siege, the one that pops out of the cake. And she's freaking hot, so yes, picked up because of that. I'm guessing because she's the one cutting the picture that she's the villain in the story. But hey, that's worth enough. I doubt she's gonna pop out of any cakes in that movie. But hey, she's still hot. Picked up this one. My good friend Patrick from Half Cheetah Will View was doing a video, and at the same time that pal was sending me a message that he was going to sell some movies, and this one came up. And I know Pat collects IFC movies, so he was my go-to guy to ask about this one, and he said it's pretty good. So starring Zoe Bell, I picked up Raise, another IFC movie. My IFC collection, unfortunately, much like my Wild Eye collection, is nowhere near as epic as Pat, in the case of IFC, or as epic as Mr. Bones's or Echo's collection. Or, of course, Hobbs Horror is the master of the Wild Eye movies. But I'm getting there, and whenever I come across an IFC movie, I, of course, pick it up, because I want to beef up that collection. And this one looks like it's a bunch of women beating each other up, so cat fight, yes! But it looks a little bit more extreme than that. Picked up this one. I read the back and it sounds interesting, and it's called It Waits. Curious to see if this came out before or after It Follows. But this is about a park ranger that is investigating something in the park, and a demon is stalking her and killing people off. And she has to fight against the demon. But, yes, like the cover, very minimalistic cover. Title's pretty cool, and the plot sounds interesting, so worth the pickup for sure. This one is a 4-movie set. Yes, indeed. 4 films horror collector set. And you get a lot of bang for your buck, or a lot of shit for your buck if these movies suck. But the collection looked very interesting and worth the pickup. You have Kraken, Tentacles of the Deep. Release the Kraken! My favorite rum, so that is worth it. Howling, what's that say? Howling 5, The Beginning Nightmare? The Original Nightmare? Something, I can't see. The number is a very dark color and I can't see. Then you have Night Shadow and Raging Shark. So you got a little bit of everything. 2 water monsters and 2 werewolves. Can't go wrong with that, so that's why I picked it up. Yes, indeed. Unfortunately, it's one of those flipper discs, and the 2 movies are compressed on one side. Released by our good people at Echo Bridge. So, you know, the image quality is gonna suck, but again, I'm kind of partial to that because it reminds me of the days of watching it on TV or VHS. So yes, pick this one up, and I'm really looking forward to watching that. And the last one is another collection, Slashers 101. It contains Bleed, Delta Delta Die, and Voodoo Academy. Never seen any one of those, and this collection, which is something I wish more collections would do, is a single individual release set. So every movie has its own discs, and I am quite pleased with that. I haven't seen any one of these, so I don't know the quality of them. But again, I like discovering these weird gems that you can only come across in physical media, or recently Tubi. But even some of these you won't find on Tubi, so hooray! Yes, indeed, these might be very, very good indeed, or very, very terrible. I won't know until I see it. So yes, another round of blind buys, I must admit. But that is what I like. I like getting blind buys. I like discovering weird stuff. Unfortunately, a lot of blind buys means that I don't have that much to recommend. Am I going to recommend Boo? No, I'm not going to recommend Boo 2. Unless you like the Medea series, then you like that. But even compared to the first one, that one's not that good. The first one is slightly better than that one. So I'm gonna recommend the one that Pat recommended, Raise. This one looks interesting, and it'll for sure get watched and get a review. So I think I can do 2 more videos. So stay tuned for that. But until we see you all again next time, this has been Professor Macabro. That is Zombie Huesitos, and we wish you all, like always, a good evening.